I'm Tara Cross, and this week on Creating Joy with My Friends, I'm going to share my experience that I had with my really good friend, Debra Walters, as we went to Missouri Star's Sweet 16 birthday bash in Hamilton, Missouri. So this week, my friend and I, Debra Walters, whom you've seen in another video before that she helped me make. Debra is my really good friend and my neighbor, and she's been my assistant teacher for the last 3 years in our sewing class that we've been doing. And we decided to go over to Hamilton, Missouri to check out their birthday bash that they were having this year. And I'm going to share some of the pictures and some of the things that we did along the way, some of the treats that we got, and all the fun that we had. So come along with me and I'll share with you what we did. We decided that we were going to go to the birthday bash. And for us, it's not that far. I'll be honest, it's really only about 25 minutes away. But we still have to take time out of our busy schedules and block out dates. So we did that. We bought some tickets and we went to a couple of the shows that they had. So this is what the little flyer looked like. They called it a sock hop, and they celebrated the 50s style, which for me was pretty amazing because unbeknownst to me, I didn't know it was going to be the 50s style. My daughter, Miranda, it is her 16th birthday also, and on Monday of this last week, we did a sock hop here in our home. We're invited a dance instructor who taught dances from the 50s, and all the kids dressed up in 50s style. So how amazing is that? That both of them are celebrating 16 the same week. So that was awesome. So happy birthday to Missouri Star Quilt Company. And so to begin with, what we did is we had purchased, what they have is they have little bags that you can purchase. So we went and got our bags, and then inside of our bags, they had so many things. The shirt that you saw me wearing, that was one of the things that we got. And we got this pack of fabric. So this bag was $60, and I'm showing you all the wonderful things that we got. So we got that. We got this new tape. It's Hugo's Amazing Tape, and they had booths set up, and they had these vendors that actually provide things at the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and they explained each of their products. This tape, it's not sticky at all. You take your thread and you take this tape and you wrap it around it, and then you overlap it, and it keeps your thread from unwinding. And they have skinny, a small, medium, and a wide that you can get. And it was pretty amazing. It only sticks to itself. It doesn't stick to the thread at all. So I'm like, oh, well, now I know what to do with it, because I was reading the back of it and it didn't actually make sense. So we got that, and we got some more fabric. We got this one, and we got this one. And then we got, oh, the cutest things. You've got to see these. These are coasters, and they all look like little records. They're so cute. So this one says Quilt House Rock, and then Quackity Quack, Don't Talk Back, Rockin' Bobbin, and then Around the Clock, Quilt Around the Clock. So those are so adorable. They are really creative for these things. So then Sally Tomato, they were here. It says Dream It, Wish It, Stitch It. And then it's a little bit of cork that you could do something with. And they had a little flyer on thread. We actually got to go see a representative speak about the thread, and we learned about different weights. And sometime in the future, I'm going to do a little video about what I learned about thread weights. We got a little pattern to make a little wall hanging. Maybe I'm going to try that one out. That one was really fun. They also gave us a little music note that is an iron-on music note. And we got this, another Akona then another pack from Radiance. And just beautiful fabrics. Then we got another one from Andover. I just love all these fabrics. And then we got a teeny tiny one, it's so cute, from Gradations. It's called Stonehenge. And then we got Fat Porter. And then we got a bobbin boat. So this is something to stick your bobbins in so that they're not like rolling all over the place. So that was a neat thing. And a lot of these things you can go onto Missouri Star Quilt Company and they sell these things. So this is a little flannel pack that they gave us. It's from their baby section. And then they gave us a little blade to cut and some little embroidery needles. They're so tiny, I don't know if I can actually see through the little holes. And they gave us, it looks like lipstick. Let's see what it actually is. So it says sock hop on the outside. We'll open it up and it's a tiny pincushion. Is that not adorable? Oh, and then we got this beautiful one. This was at one of the booths. I love these. I actually went and bought some fabric so I could make a table runner or a wall hanging. So it's a panel that they have of fireflies, and it's so beautiful. And I'm going to put this around it. Okay, now there was a sample of cake mix recipes. So you'll have to check this out. Search cake mix recipes. It's a new way and supposed to be an easier way for people that struggle making quilts to do your squares using these little cake mix recipes. Okay, these are actually some things that I purchased while I was there. So last year I actually bought this panel and it says Merry Christmas and Believe. And I've been trying to figure out what to do with it, and then I saw this pattern, and so now, who knows, maybe I'll be able to use it and finish it off. And this is a layer cake and panel 2 quilt panel from Missouri Star. It's $13.75, and the code, if you want, is P as in pony, AT5507. Then you can order your own if you want it. And I fell in love with this when I saw it in their store. It's called Magical Winterland by Lisa Adit. It's a Riley Blake design. I love that they show all the colors on the back. So this was an amazing one to get. So they sell that over there too. So those are some of the things that they had, and if you follow along with them, they have all these little chucks, and they have a different one in each store, and that was really fun. So when we went, Debra and I, we went upstairs to their Christmas, their holiday, it's their seasonal store, and they were doing a drawing. So Missouri Star, they purchased Nancy's Notions, and you can get all of their stuff online through their store. And so they were doing a drawing, and one of the things that I won was this amazing Christmas collection. And I didn't know when I bought it. When I got home, I went through it, and I do hand embroidery, so I was super excited. It's actually what I taught last semester in my class, was hand embroidery. Well, in this book, all the different pages, the first set, they teach how to do different stitches, and then all the pages after that are iron-ons to do stitches. So if you like to hand embroider, you should look for this book. It is called Doodle Stitching the Christmas Collection Transfer Pack, and you can get that from Missouri Star. That was an amazing gift right there. It was like a $15 gift. So yeah, so it just goes on and on, the stuff that we were able to do and get. So we went and saw Craig Conover and Misty Doan. Misty was interviewing Craig. And so you may have heard of Craig before. I don't watch TV a lot, but Craig was on TV for 10 years. He did a reality show, and he shared his story of how he got into sewing, of how he was in a break. He broke up with his first love, he shared, and how he was trying to get over that, and he decided to start sewing. When he was in high school, they did home economics, half the year cooking, half the year sewing, and he really liked to sew. And so I love his story, how he said that he went on Instagram, and as a joke, he may have made one pillow, and he posted a picture of it, and he posted that, hey, I just started my own company, Pillows by Craig. And he all of a sudden was getting all these orders for pillows from his friends. And he's like, I was just joking. But he's like, okay, well, I'll start making some pillows. And so that's how he got started in his business, was kind of out of a joke to begin with. And that was just fun to hear his story of how he did it. So he created Sewing Down South brand and his store. He's in Charleston, and he has a store there, and he's starting one in I think it was Nashville, but it looks like he may be teaming up with Missouri Star Quilt Company too. He also has a brand that Sewing Down South brand with Kroger. They're kitchen utensils. So you could go online to Kroger and check out that brand, see all the stuff that he's got. He's the designer, designing those things along with a couple of other people that he works with. So we had a lot of fun watching him. I did go ahead and I bought his book so I could read his story some more, because it was actually pretty exciting, all the things that he's done. After we did that, we went ahead and went out. They had a little row of tents set up with all the vendors, and Debra and I went to those, and you would play games at them and get some of the treats that I showed you were some of the prizes that we got at some of the tents also. And then we went shopping. They have 16 stores right down the main street of Hamilton, Missouri, and we went to all of them. They have a brand new one that's called the Farmer's Market, and that was really interesting. You go inside and you can buy fabric by the pound. So they have it set up with different colors for the different fabrics that you want. Like if you're making a quilt that's red and you just need a whole bunch of abstract things, you can buy the colors in strips, or like the 2.5 strips, the cakes, the just all the different sizes, and you can just go and buy it by the pound. It's like $15.97 a pound, and if you think of that, you can get a lot of fabric for a pound. So it's a really good idea to go ahead and go shopping there if you want to get it by the pound. The other thing is, on the other side is where they have Craig's pillows, his pillow covers. You can go ahead and get there, and they just opened also Ella's Italian soda shop, that you can go and get an Italian soda. So they also have little buttons you can buy and trinkets, and it's all set up by color. So I found a cameo. You know what a cameo is? It's like a picture of an image of a woman, and it's her bust, her head. It's white, and then they'll have different colors of white or blue. Well, usually the head is white, and then the background would be blue or pink or some other color. I have one that I inherited from my grandmother. So they took a featherweight sewing machine, and they made that the cameo, the main piece, and then it's pink around it that you can get, and it has a magnet on it, and so you can use it to wear, or use it for a needle keeper, or whatever. I actually wore a white shirt to church the other day, and I had all buttoned up, and I wore it right around the top button. like you would a normal cameo. And so I got so many compliments on it. I just loved it. It was just, that's my favorite thing that they have at that store is that little magnet. And then they had adorable mugs and everything in there. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. All of those things that we did. We also they have a new restaurant that we went to. Is an Italian restaurant right on Main Street, and we went out to eat there. And they have some amazing food there. That was awesome. I don't know why, but it seems to always rain that weekend. Last year they were giving out umbrellas, and this year they gave out rain ponchos. And so I was really grateful for that rain poncho. I've actually used it. And then as we were leaving town, the town was also setting up a antique, or I call it vintage, a vintage car show. And we got to see some vintage cars as we walked out of town. And Missouri Star took an old car and then they put quilts all around it, and they hooked them all together, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. It was amazing. That was really fun seeing that. So that was a nice ending to the day. As we were heading out, we stopped at a brand new bakery, Jaybirds, and it's a young lady from my town actually who she is living her dream. She went to culinary school, and now she has her own bakery that she just opened up this year. And kudos to her. She's only, I don't know, 18 or 19, and she's doing a good job with her little bakery that she's got there. So check out Jaybirds if you go to Hamilton. They have some yummy, yummy food there. Anyways, Deborah and I had an amazing time at the birthday bash, and I'm just so thankful for the Dones and that they have kind of welcomed us all in as family to celebrate their birthday. And also congratulations to Jenny Doan and her husband Ron. They have decided to go on a 2-year mission trip to Africa, and one adventure they have there, she's going to go and teach sewing to the people in Africa for the next 2 years. And I applaud her. That's an adventure for sure that she's going to be going on. Anyway, so I hope you can all continue sewing and creating joy throughout your week and share it with others. Thank you so much for joining me this week on Creating Joy with My Friends.